Okay, let me just make a couple of adjustments there. All right, and then one or two more right here. And I think we can start to get started. Hey everybody, Spidey Librarian here, and tonight I am really excited to bring you a reaction to trailer 3 of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I usually wait until let me just rewind a second. Usually when a new trailer drops, it drops during the workday. In this case, the trailer for Afterlife dropped today, right as I was getting into work. And I like to record my first viewings of a trailer so that people can see my initial reactions, my genuine initial reactions. So I realized pretty early in the day that that the trailer had dropped and that there was essentially nothing I could do about it. I can't really record my reactions at work. I mean, for one, that's on work time. Kind of sort of shouldn't do that. So I had to wait until the end of the day, and then I came home, and then we had dinner, and then I was doing a bunch of running a bunch of sound tests on my microphone. It's very boring. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it. Anyways, lo and behold, I have gotten to the point where now I am able to do a reaction for Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer 3, and oh god, I've been excited and also tormented that I couldn't oh, hold on, I had a bunch of windows open. I've been excited and tormented that I couldn't just do the reaction right then, because whenever I see new Ghostbusters content, I want to watch it immediately. And sorry, I need to get a better autofocus is fun too. I need to get a steadier workspace for all of my stuff, because I keep bumping into the desk and then just knocking things around and then shaking up the camera a little bit. So anyways, let me just double check, make sure everything looks like it is working. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good there. Okay. All right. So before I jump into the viewing, I just want to do a little talk about this franchise and what it means to me. Obviously, Ghostbusters is a huge part of my childhood. I was probably 6 or 7 when the movie came out, and I know I didn't watch it in the movie theaters, but I remember being very young and being really sick, and my grandmother brought home a VCR when I was sick. She was excitedly telling me, "Oh, I got you some Ghostbusters," and I got to watch it, and and what I really remember from the movie is that it was it was funny, and it was also a little bit scary, and I remember it being funnier than it was scary. And for a long time, I had a lot of very positive feelings associated with Ghostbusters. By the time the second movie came out, I was older. I wanted to watch it. I did watch it. I mean, not quite as good as the first one, but it held up pretty well, and it was a good, it was a decent enough successor. So I really enjoyed it, and only recently just kind of rewatched it for the first time in years. And I guess I really kind of came to realize just how kind of emotionally tied into these characters and this world, just how tied in I am to it emotionally. I have not released it yet, but I will soon be releasing a trailer reaction of Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer 1, which I did not do before I started working on content for my channel. But I only recently recorded it, and then they dropped trailer 3 this morning, so I was just like, okay, well, that'll make for a nice little kind of burst of Ghostbusters content that you guys will hopefully check out and, enjoy, I hope. So, anyways, yeah, I love this franchise. I love these characters. They are funny. They are flawed, and they are also, like there's just a lot of positive feelings tied up in this franchise for me. So I'm really, really excited. I was beyond happy when they announced Ghostbusters Afterlife and what the premise was. Um, and just a quick word on the 2016 movie, which I don't really have a problem with. I liked it just fine. I kind of approached it the same way that I approached the Dresden Files series, which, as long as you're not expecting the books, those are an okay interpretation of Harry Dresden and his universe. Like, they're not spot on by any stretch of the imagination, but if you think of it as a different flavor of Dresden, you're good. That's kind of how I thought about the 2016 movie. I actually liked that they were kind of an all women's team, and I loved the concept of it. And I didn't have any issues with the 2016 movie. I didn't understand all the hate that it got, but I certainly, upon reflecting upon it and reflecting upon the original two movies, from a storytelling perspective, from a direction perspective, it they really, I don't want to say it doesn't compare, but like they are definitely better than I feel 2016 ended up being. And so, while I don't bear the film any ill will, it is definitely a film that is kind of below the first two in quality. And I'm willing to admit there may be some nostalgia tied up in that. I might be biased. But I certainly enjoyed the premise of it, and I thought the premise was a knockout. I just am not sure that the execution really stands up now that we've had about 5 years between now and that particular film. And hey, good evening to Wolf. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you this evening? I hope you are enjoying my kind of pontificating on Ghostbusters. And we're going to be viewing the trailer here in just a couple of minutes. So, when the first trailer for Afterlife dropped, I was astonished at how overcome I was with emotion when I learned what the premise was. And I think the idea was that, I'm one of those people that I had heard that they had been talking about a third Ghostbusters movie after the second one had gotten made, and that it was essentially stuck in development hell. So, I'm one of those people that had kind of emotionally accepted that there simply was not going to be a third Ghostbusters movie in the way that most people would expect it. And it is, it's kind of like with Spider-Man in the MCU. There was a time that I had emotionally accepted that we were never going to see the web slinger in the MCU, and then suddenly the sky opens up and it happens, And I think that's kind of a similar thing here. I was like, I'd heard about the Ghostbusters video game, and that was basically going to be the best version of a sequel that fans could hope to get. I had kind of emotionally accepted it. I was like at peace with it. I was good. I was okay. So when I heard about Afterlife and what the premise was, I was just kind of floored. And I'm like, how can they make a movie without Egon? Because, of course, Harold Ramis, he's gone. He's passed. And God, it's hard to talk about that without feeling emotional. So, and then I saw that trailer, and I was immediately blown away by the little girl Phoebe, who is played by McKenna Grace, and how she looked exactly like Egon. And I'm like, is this Egon's child? Are we going to get a Ghostbusters daughter? And then she pulls aside the jumpsuits, and you see the name Spengler on it, and I was jumping up and I was jumping up and down for joy. So, anyways, hey, and the Matt Cave is here too. Hey, how are you, buddy? And it's a good trailer. Good. I cannot wait to see it. So, my reaction to the second trailer has gotten, I think, the most views of a video on my channel, which really surprised me. That particular video blew up in a way that none of my other videos have even come close to at that point. So I'm really happy to make another piece of Ghostbusters content, partially for that reason, partially just because I love this franchise. And yeah, I've seen all of the trailers, I've seen all of the TV spots up until this one, and I think the time has come for us to watch it. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and just get to it. Here we go. Alrighty, fellas. I'm giddily excited. I always get really excited when these come out. So, okay. All right. Let me just position myself. Here we go. All right. Okay, guys. Ready? All right. Here we go. Whoa. Wait a minute.
Long?
Who was that?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Is that Egon?
I found this in my living room.
Wait a minute.
Remember that
This thing is
scene?
real? A town that has no fault lines is shaking on a daily basis. What is that?
Maybe
Okay.
it's the apocalypse.
All right.
Oh my god.
A lot of stuff we've
This isn't a
seen.
mine. It's a gateway.
What do we do?
Ooh.
I love this car.
Oh, yes.
What exactly is happening here?
We need to finish what our grandfather started.
That's not good.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hi.
Hey, bud.
That was a total Rick Moranis moment there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, wow. So again, and one of the things that I love about these trailers is that they are really good at they find a new way each time to kind of tug at your heartstrings a little bit. And so and this time, for me at least, it was seeing Egon. Was that Egon at the beginning of the movie? Like, that's kind of what I really, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure everyone is like, was that him? I can't. Yeah, it's I cannot wait to see this movie. I want this movie now. I wanted this movie last summer. Give it to me, you know? So, but I will definitely be rewatching this probably a million times. But there are quite a few lines in there that I missed because I was busy reacting to things. But you know, like, okay, was that Egon? What was she saying? Something about finishing what their grandfather started. Really surprised so far that we have not actually seen any of the original Ghostbusters yet in the movie. But like, I mean, you know it's coming. Like, hopefully they'll do one more trailer. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will just leave the old lions for the movie. That would actually be a pretty smart move, actually. But yeah, I was not expecting. I was expecting any information about Egon to basically be secondhand, to be passed down by one of the returning actors or mentioned, you know, as part of I don't know, flashback. Well, I mean, that for all we know, that was a flashback that we saw. God, I hope that was Egon. I'm sorry. I'm more than a little giddy here, and I am, you know, like so many people, I am ready for this film. So, in any case, there were a lot of good kind of little comedic moments. Paul Rudd in Walmart was great. The terror dog and his hey buddy, like that was a total Rick Moranis moment, you know, when he sees the dog, he's like, hey Poochie, how you doing? Maybe I got a milk bone on, you know, like yeah, no, I'm just super excited for this movie, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And from what I've seen of the actors in this movie and the producers and the crew and everything, like everyone really enjoyed the experience and just the idea of the possibility of doing more of these, because I know Jason Reitman has brought up, or at least kind of teased the idea that there could be more, and there might not necessarily just be Ghostbusters in, you know, Somerville, Oklahoma. There might be, you know, Ghostbusters, you know, all over the world. Which I'm just like, yeah, yes, please, just more, more of that. I thank you. So, um, so quick question to everyone who's here. How was the sound? Was it okay? Are you hearing me okay? Were you hearing the trailer okay? Could you hear me over the trailer? I was playing with sound settings before I open the stream, and hopefully everything is more or less copacetic. So if any of you guys could just give me some kind of like, yeah, it's good, or no, this was an issue, let me know, because if need be, we can, you know, uh, we can view the trailer again. I mean, you know. All right, Wolf says it sounded fine. Good, good. Okay, well that's excellent. That's excellent. I appreciate that. All right. Let me go ahead and just add a couple of more parts to the video real quick. It's mostly the wrap up stuff at this point. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, go ahead and thwip on the like button. It really helps me out. It lets me know that you enjoyed this content and would like to see more. I am premiering many of these reactions on my YouTube and Twitch channels, so you'll want to follow me on both platforms. Fortunately, I have the same name on both, Spidey Librarian, so that way you'll know whenever I go live. All right, sound was good. Trailer was low, but not too low, which is a good thing. Helps avoid copyright claims. Yeah, and I've kind of learned that whenever I do these kinds of things, I set the YouTube video volume at about half of of its maximum, and that usually keeps it pretty good. So, But so far, I don't think I got any copyright claims on any of the Ghostbusters stuff that I've reacted to, and none for Spider-Man either, which is also a Sony property. But whatever. Okay. I'm also active on other social media. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, also under the name Spidey Librarian. Let me see. We did the like. We've done the socials, so now I'm asking about comments. Okay, sorry. Oh, right. I'm gonna redo the premiere talk real quick. All right. So I am premiering these trailer reactions on both my YouTube and my Twitch channels. So if you'd like to see them longer and unedited, go ahead and follow me on both platforms. Fortunately, I have the same name on both, Spidey Librarian. And then you'll know whenever I go live. There we go. I think that's better. All right. What did you think of this trailer? I would really like to hear your opinions. So go ahead and drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right. And, oh, hey, sweetie.
Hey, you're recording.
I'm streaming, so
Okay.
could you give me about 5-10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Are you gonna hang out in the doorway? Okay, all right. That was my fiance, everybody. Okay. All right. Let me see. I think at this point we're just doing we did the comments. Okay, we just need to do the wrap up. So, all right. Okay. And I guess that's it. Thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right. And oh god, I wasn't recording any of that. Like, I've got it on stream, but now I'm going to have to record the stream and then edit that, because I don't think I ever hit the record button. Nope, I totally didn't. That's just gonna be, I'm just gonna count that as a classic screw up on my part. Basically, this is my first time. Whenever I do trailer reactions on my Twitch channel, I use Streamlabs. Whenever I do anything on YouTube, I use OBS. And they're similar softwares, but like I have different habits with each one. And so I just forgot to hit the record button, which I would have liked to have done. So, did I catch the new Batman trailer? I know that it's out. I have not watched it yet, and I am not going to do a recording right now. But I can probably do one tomorrow night when I'm going to stream on Twitch. So, we can check that one out then. I also might do another reaction to trailer 1 of Ghostbusters Afterlife, simply because I'm not quite sure how the other one went. So we might just do that one then as well. But in any case, yeah, no, I totally did not hit record, and I am a lot dumber for it. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get going. I have to kind of open up the room because, you know, the fiance wants to come in and have a she works for a school, so she gets up really early, which means she goes to bed early. So. So, but yes, definitely Spidey Librarian with a cameo by his MJ. All right, yeah, probably tomorrow. We're gonna do we'll do a stream on Twitch tomorrow. So if you are gonna be there for that, Wolf, I don't know if this matters to you. I recently got kicked from my alliance yesterday, so that has kind of thrown my relation with the game into, I wouldn't say doubt, but I feel like I'm kind of at a crossroads. And so I don't know, I'll probably be talking about it on tomorrow night's stream in a little bit more depth, but essentially I kind of need to figure out what my relationship with the game is going to continue to be versus my relationship with doing other gaming content as well, and I'm still not sure what that's going to be. So in any case, I'm going to let you guys go. thank you guys very much for hanging out with me tonight. I always appreciate it. And the VOD will be up as soon as I end this or close to it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I will re-record it and then cut it and then edit it, and I'm sure it's going to be a terrible quality, but that's what I get for not hitting the record button. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. Thanks again for hanging out with me. And until my next stream, this is Spidey Librarian wishing you guys a good rest of the evening. Bye.